Good morning, dear students. In the last class, we discussed about this fourth main. In that, we solved around first problem we did, and second I think we did, and fifth and sixth we did, and assigned the remaining seventh and eighth as homework, and also third and fourth as homework. I hope all of you did that. Okay, now we'll go ahead with the next type of problem, that is ninth one. So ninth one. So in this ninth problem. Ninth problem. So here a1 is 1, a2 is 3, a3 is 9, a4 is 27. So you should find the difference. That is d1, a2 minus a1, d2, a3 minus a2. What is that? D3, a3, a4 minus a3. So therefore d1, d2, d3, we got that 2, 6 and 18. So therefore d1 is not equal to d2 is not equal to d3. So therefore it is not an AP. Okay, it is not an AP. So the ninth problem. So here they given a, 2a, 3a, 4a. So already you can be looking into this, we can say it is an AP. Okay, now just you verify by whether it is what is the common difference. So therefore d is equals to a2 minus a1, d2 is equals to a3 minus a2, and d3 is equals to a4 minus a3. So d is equals to a2, that is 2a minus a. So that you can write a d1, this one as d1. So d2 is equals to a3. A3 is 3a minus 2a, and d3 is equals to 4a minus 3a. So for all this, the common difference, what is d1? So 2a minus 1a is nothing but a, 1a, and d2 3a minus 2a is nothing but a, and d3 is nothing but a. So therefore d1 is equals to d2 is equals to d3, d1 is equals to d2 is equal to d3. Therefore it is an AP. Therefore it is an AP. So if it is an AP, what we should do? We should write next for three terms, that is a5. So a5, which is equals to a plus 4d, yes, and a6 is equals to a plus 5d, then a7 is equals to a plus 6d. So now a5, which is equals to a plus 4 into d value is nothing but a. So then we can write it as a plus 4a. Okay, what is a plus 4a? So it's nothing but here 1a is there, and here 4a is there. We can write it as what? It's nothing but 5a. So therefore a5 is equals to 5a. Similarly, a6 is equals to 6a. a7 is equals to 7a. So these are the next three terms. I hope all of you understood. Yes. Next problem. So here a1 they given a, a2 a square, a3 a cube, and a4 a4 they given a to the power of 4. So now we have to tell whether it is an AP or not. So how? That is d1 is equals to a2 minus a1, and d2 is equals to a3 minus a2, and d3 is equals to a4 minus a3. So now d1 is equals to, so what is a2? That is a square minus a. Are you able to simplify it further? No. d2 is equals to a3 minus a cube minus a square. So then d3 is equals to a to the power of 4 minus a to the power of 3. Are you able to simplify it further? Many of them think you can write it as, here nothing is there, 1 is there, so you can write here a, and here also it is 2 minus 1, that is a power 1. So other, and a is equals to 3 minus 2, 1. So but you should not write like this is wrong. So you're not able to simplify it further, so just you can leave it as it is. So you can write here, therefore it is not an AP. Therefore it is not an AP. So now here they give a1 is equals to root 2, and here a2 is equals to square root of 8, and a3 is equals to square root of 18, and a4 is equals to square root of 32. Is it in AP? If you look into this, it looks like it's not in AP, but actually it is in AP. How? Yes, we'll do it. So here this is square root of 8. Square root of 8 we can write in the simplest form. So square root of 2. Square root of 2 is already in the simplest form. We're not able to simplify it further. Now we can write square root of 8 in the simplest form. How to write square root of 8 in simplest form? Here we need to split this 8. We need to split this 8 into two numbers. Such that in the two numbers, one number is a perfect square. Do you know which are the perfect squares? The perfect squares are nothing but 1, 1 ones are 1, next to 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16, 5 5s are 25, 6 6 are 36, 7 7s are 49, 8 8s are 64, 9 9s are 8 8s, okay, 9 9s are 81, 10 10s are 100. Okay, anything left? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, fine. So now here we need to split this 8 into two terms such that one is a perfect square and other is a non-perfect square. So how can we write 8? So you can write here 4 times 2. 4 times 2, that is 4 2s are 8. So in this 4 is a perfect square. Why? Because just now I told you that, and 2 is not a perfect square. No problem. So now we can write this square root of 8. We can write this square root of 8 as square root of 4 into square root of 2. What is square root of 4? It is nothing but 2, right? Now we remains with 2 root 2. So you can write square root of 8 as 2 root 2. So therefore here a1 is equals to root 2, 1 root 2, and here a2 is equals to 2 root 2. Then square root of 18 is there. So square root of 18 also the same thing. What we should do here, we should write this into a two numbers such that one is a perfect square and another is a non-perfect square. So which number you can choose? So I think you can go ahead with 9. Yes. What is 9 times 2? 9 2s are 18. In this 9 2s are 9 is a perfect square, right? Square root of 9 into square root of 2. What is square root of 9? Square root of 9 is nothing but 3, and this is square root of 2, right, as it is. So therefore a3 is equals to what? A3 is equals to 3 root 2. Instead of writing root 8, I written it in the simplest form. And next, square root of 32. Yes, you only tell me this, how to do this. Square root of 32. Yes, so it is nothing but we can write it as 16 times 2. Why? Because 16 2s are 32. 16 is a perfect square. Perfect square of what? 4. So you can write it as 4 root 2. So here a4 is equals to 4 root 2. Okay. So now here d, find the common difference, d1, which is equals to a2 minus a1, and d2, which is equals to a3 minus a2, and d3, which is equals to a4 minus a2. So just find the common difference and check whether what we got is right or wrong. So therefore d1 which is equals to a2. What is a2? a2 is nothing but just now we found here 2 root 2 minus here this is 1 root 2. Okay, yesterday I discussed about this. So here root 2 is there. If root 2 is there, if it is common, so we can take out root 2 as common. So what is the remainder? 1. So therefore d1 is equals to, we got root 2 into 1 is root 2. Okay, now what is d2? So d2 which is equals to a3. What is a3? 3 root 2 minus a2, 2 root 2. So therefore d2 which is equals to, you can take out your square root of 2 as common, then 3 minus 2. So d2 which is equals to square root of 2 into 3 minus 5, 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is nothing but 1. So you can write here root 2. Yes, you got d2 also the same, and d3 also will get the same. So that is root 2. That is, what is that? 4 root 2 minus 3 root 2. So therefore d3 which is equals to 4 minus 3 is nothing but 1 root 2. 1 times root 2 is nothing but root 2. So therefore d1 is equals to d2 is equals to d3. If all these terms are equal, so therefore it is an AP. Therefore it is an AP. Okay, so now it is an AP. You need to write the next 3 terms, that is a5, a6 and a7. So here a5, a plus 4d, that is root 2 plus 4 root 2 is nothing but 5 root 2. Then a6 is nothing but a plus 5d. So here root 2 plus 5 root 2 is nothing but 6 root 2. 6 root 2. And here a7 which is equals to 7 root 2. Okay, these are the next 3 terms. I hope all of you understood. Okay, we'll go for next problem. Okay, here we have next 13th one, that is square root of 3, square root of 6, square root of 9 and square root of 12. So it is we have to check whether it is in a standard form, in that is simplest form or not. So here a1 is equals to square root of 3, and a2 is square root of 6, a3 is square root of 9 and a4 is square root of 12. So see whether it is a simplest form or not. Already square root of 3 is in a simplest form, we are not able to simplify it further. And what about square root of 6? So square root of 6 is there, we need to split into 2 terms such that one is perfect square, one is non-perfect square. So we have the option, that is we can write here 1. So 1 it is not no use, no need to write. So the 2 square, that is 4, we can write, and 3 square 9. So 9 also it is not possible. Why? Because it is 6, it is lesser than this one. So if we write here 4, so 4 times 1 is 4, it's not possible. If you write 4 times 2, it is 8, it is greater than that. So therefore already the root 6 is in the simplest form, so no need to write that, this one also. And square root of this a3, square root of 9, square root of 9 is nothing but what? Square root of 9 is nothing but, we can write it as 3. Okay, a3 we can write as 3. And square root of next a4, square root of 12 is there, we need to split into 2 terms, so such that one is perfect and one is non-perfect. So which are the number you can write? We can write as 4 3s are, right? What is 4 3s are? 12. So 4 is a perfect square, so we can write as 2 root 3. Okay, therefore a4 is equals to 2 root 3, we can write as 2 root 3. And here a1 is equals to root 3, and a2 is equals to square root of 6. So now find the difference. So here d1 is equal to square root of 6 minus square root of 3, and d2 is equal to 3 minus root 6, and d3 is equal to 2 root 3 minus 3. So it already is the simplest form, we are not able to simplify it further, and also we are not able to simplify it further. So therefore here d1 is not equal to d2 is not equal to d3. So therefore it is not an AP. Okay, this is not an AP. So here they given here 1 square, 3 square, 5 square and 7 square. Okay, we need to tell whether it is an AP or not. So by looking into this only you can tell it is not an AP. Why? Because if we do here d1, so if we do the d1 is nothing but a2 minus a1, right? So if you do a2 minus a1, what you'll get? Okay, now see here, that is d1 is a2 minus a1, d2 is a3 minus a2, and d3 is a4 minus a3. So if we do the common difference, if we find the common difference is not same. The d1 is not equal to d2 is not equal to d3. So therefore it is not an AP. If not an AP, no need to find the next three terms. Okay, next one, last problem in this exercise. So now they given here a1 1 square. 1 square is nothing but 1. So the next a2 is the given 5 square. 5 square is nothing but 25. And a3 they given, which is equals to 7 square. 7 square is nothing but 49. And a4 they given, which is equals to 73. So 73, no need to simplify that, so they given that. So now we find that whether it is an AP or not. By looking into this only you can tell it is not an AP. Why? Because you will not get the same common difference. Okay, so if you do the simplification, oh, you are getting the common difference same. Yes, if the common difference is same, it is an AP. I told it is not AP, sorry for that. So I didn't see the common difference. So the common difference is a2 minus a1, that is 25 minus 1, that is 24. And a3 minus a2, that is 49 minus 25. 49 minus 25 is nothing but 24. And d3 a4 minus a3, that is 73 minus 49, again it is 24. So therefore here d1 is equals to d2 is equals to so d1 is equals to d2 is equals to d3. So therefore it is an AP. Therefore it is an AP. So therefore next three terms we need to find. So already they gave a1, a2, a3, a4. We need to find a5, a6, a7. So now here a5, a plus 4d, that is a5 which is equals to, we can write here it as, so a5 which is equals to, we know what is the common difference, that is 24. So if we simplify this, so 1 plus 4 24 into 4, that is how much you will get, 96. So therefore it is 97 now. So here the next three terms are a7 97, a5 97, a6 121, a7 144. I hope all of you understood. Okay, so this is the end of this exercise. Okay, so I done all the problems, all the 15 problems, and I assigned only 2 to 3 problems as 4 problems as homework. Okay, I hope all of you understood this. Okay, all of you please copy this in your classworks. Okay, dear student, just look into this. I assigned you 2 homework problems. So for the AP, for the AP with 3 by 2, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 2, write the first term at the common difference D. Okay, this is one problem. And here, which of the following numbers of the AP forms an AP? If they forms an AP, write the next 2 terms. This is not 2 terms, so make it as 20 terms. Write next 20 terms. I'll give you the numbers now. Okay, don't want the next 20 terms, write next 10 terms. Okay, here we have 4 problems, 4 10 16 22, and 1 minus 1 minus 3 minus 5. So minus 2, and next all the 4 problems we have. In these 4 problems we need to find whether it is an AP or not. If it is an AP, you need to find next 10 terms. So you know how to find the AP. Just now we did all these problems like this. Okay, I hope all of you understood, and you should do this in homework book, not in classwork book. You should do this homework in the homework book, but the remaining all these things what I explained today, that you should copy in the classwork. I hope you understood, all of you. Yes, we'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye.